So once again, ladies and gents, this is bout number 8, sponsored by Danielle Wilson Sports Therapy. Amateur flyweight bout. And of course, these guys have faced each other before. This is a rematch. Introducing your fighters, first of all, in the blue corner. Standing at 5'6" tall. He's an MMA record of 1 win, 1 loss and no draws. From England, representing Tap Out Knockout, he weighed in at 56 kilograms. Please put your hands together for Todd Herron. Facing him across the cage is his opponent in the red corner. He stands at 5'8" tall. He's an MMA record of 1 win, no loss and no draws. From Ireland, by way of England, representing MTK Newcastle, he weighed in at 57.05 kilograms. Please put your hands together for Gabe Sheehan. We schedule for 3 3-minute rounds. Your referee, Phil DeFries. The action is about to begin.
As our MC Nathan has just alluded to there, and you would have seen if you follow us on our Instagram, rise_and_conquer. Cesar Castillo has also spoken about this. The first time these two met, Todd Herron took the bout on relative short notice. He's had a full camp for this one, and I know he's looking to right the wrongs.
Yeah, Sheehan coming out aggressive, putting Herron's back against the fence straight away.
Looking for that big stiff right hand over the top, but Herron wise to it, firing back with some shots of his own.
Yeah, Sheehan would seem to be physically the bigger of the two of them, but it is Herron who is pushing Sheehan's back to the fence. Sheehan managing to get his underhooks. And now Sheehan turning Herron. Seeing if he can get his own takedown. Herron with a sort of combination of a headlock and a whizzer kick. Sheehan manages to read it.
Looks to take the back here, trying to get a hook in, but Herron wise to it.
Sheehan has managed to get both hooks. He's got a body triangle, but his calf is just on his foot at the minute. It isn't the tightest body triangle in the world.
Still will cause problems for Herron.
Yeah, and Herron is in danger here. You're never more than a few decisions away from getting choked out, and that body triangle has just cinched in considerably tighter. Sheehan has managed to get his foot closer to the back of his knee.
How much more difficult does that make it then for the fighter who was trying to defend this when they're stuck in a body triangle?
It is one of the hardest positions to deal with in MMA. It's one of the few positions in the modern era of MMA that you can actually like keep someone still in. Like, you know, like these positions that in the past would traditionally fight over positions like mount and side control and stuff. It's really hard to keep someone in mount and side control in the modern era of MMA. Even just the 2 hooks in the back. People can spin, get out, you know, create scrambles from there. The body triangle is one of the only positions that still in modern MMA actually like slows the fight down and keeps someone stuck.
Just under a minute left here in this one, in what has been a strong opening round for Gabe Sheehan thus far. Looking again, trying to fish round for this submission, but eating a few shots from Todd Herron here, who's not giving up at all.
Yeah, Sheehan going for a cheeky mouth smother in there. And see, Herron doing a good job of spinning. Had it not been the body triangle, had it just been 2 hooks, he'd have probably span into top guard and got top position off that. But the body triangle is just a considerably more solid position. Now he doesn't have the body triangle. Sheehan is crossing his feet. I think Herron is attempting the footlock, but it's hard to get that footlock on someone who's got like fight adrenaline running through their system. It's not the most mechanically sound of submission moves, but it can be an annoyance. It can cause problems.
And there we go, opening first round there. We hear Gabe Sheehan's corner walking past, sounding very happy with that one indeed.
Yeah. Clear round 1 for Gabe Sheehan.
Here we go. I think we're just going to see some replays from that opening round. Oh no, look, we're looking in the corners now. And if you were in the corner of Todd Herron, what would you be telling him?
It was Todd Herron who initiated the grappling, and Sheehan countered by getting the underhooks and reversing the position. If I was in Todd Herron's corner, I'd be telling him to keep it at a bit more distance. Like, use your long weapons, use your kicks, use your jab and your cross, use your straight punches. But he also needs to keep the pace high. Not reckless, but he needs to keep the pace high. He needs to get after a bit. He needs these next 2 rounds.
And here we go. Seconds out of the cage, ahead of this second of 3 rounds, should we need them. Referee Phil DeFries just inspecting the floor there, but happy for the fight to continue. Both fighters are ready, and we are back underway here at Rise and Conquer 15. Touch of gloves, straight back to the action.
Sheehan getting back on that pressure.
Nice body kick from Herron, and a stiff uppercut up the middle, but then he eats the right hand himself. And we're back on the mat, and it's Herron with the takedown early and in a much more advantageous position than he found himself early doors in the first round.
Yeah, that was a beautiful takedown. Sheehan is going for a boogie choke. Boogie choke from half guard, kind of like, I think his corner told him to abandon that.
Yes. As impressive as that would have been, it's a big risk to try and lock up a boogie choke.
Yeah, and they can be quite a high energy maneuver.
Yeah.
They are cool, but they are also very risky. Herron now getting into this quarter mount position with the wrist trapped. Got a hand free to land ground and pound.
Instantly bust the nose of Gabe Sheehan there, did Todd Herron with that strike, you can see.
Trying to get around to the back. Sheehan doing a good job to stand back to his feet. Again, Sheehan seems to be the bigger of the two, seems to be the person who's cut more weight. It'll be interesting to see how that affects him as the fight continues.
Fingers in the fence, but a warning there from the referee, Phil DeFries, as Herron looks to advance his position here. And you wonder just how much damage he's done to that nose of Sheehan with that big strike with, what, 4 minutes, over, just under 5 minutes, sorry, left on the clock.
Yeah, that was a beautiful use of the... Oh! Unbelievable hammer fist. Hammer fisting between his own legs. But Sheehan has managed to reverse the position.
Now Sheehan finds himself back on top, but it's Herron firing off these shots. And look, we've only seen a couple of shots from Herron, but you can see just how much power's in them as Sheehan now looks to advance his position. Toes in the cage there from Herron with the warning from the referee.
Yeah, that one's a hard one because it's hard not to put them through the cage by accident. It's a lot different to a fence grab with a hand. I've yet to see a ref take a point for toes in the cage. It's kind of like a north-south position with Herron getting his legs involved. Sheehan looking to strike. Herron returning, and again. That had some pop on it. That we heard that from the commentary position.
We did. You can see the heavy breathing now of Gabe Sheehan. You wonder, as I said before, how badly damaged that nose is, because it seemed to be the second he hit him, it opened the nose up.
Yeah, it's interesting to see what Herron is trying to accomplish with this position.
Again, big strikes from Herron, but it's Sheehan on top. Sheehan looking to try and work his position, try and get into a better one. What would you like to see from Sheehan here?
I think Sheehan obviously just needs to consolidate the top position and land his ground and pound. Herron? I think he needs to try and like belly down and wrestle up. Right, there's only 10 seconds. Beautiful up kick, and the timing on that up kick was really, really good. But big finish to the round for Sheehan.
It certainly was. And we will go to the third and final round here. Another close contest as it was when the first two met. Gabe Sheehan with blood all over his face now. Todd Herron smiling, looking happy, but here we go. Here's some big strikes again that we've seen from Sheehan, and this is the end of the round. Just steps over there and just before the bell went. But do you think that is another round of Sheehan?
Yeah, I would say Sheehan is 2 rounds up. Herron does look the fresher of the two fighters. He definitely looks like he's got more left in the tank, but he's got to get a finish or an incredibly dominant round 3.
The last few seconds here of the corner, the final words of advice they can give to the fighters before the cage door locks for the final time between these two, and they get back to the action. Seconds and corners just making their way out of the cage. For what I believe 5th time tonight, we'll go to the 3rd round, but we've only had a couple of decisions thus far.
Yeah, 3rd round finishes.
Officials ready, and here we go. 3rd and final round between Todd Herron and Gabe Sheehan. Look for that left hook there with Sheehan, but that right hand again from Todd Herron.
Beautiful left hook from Herron. Sheehan landing the uppercut in close.
strength difference seems to be becoming apparent now with Sheehan.
Yeah, Sheehan seems to very consistently be able to pummel those underhooks through. Beautiful knee from Sheehan. Herron using his leg almost like a shield to defend himself from the knees. You just got to be wary of the trip from Sheehan.
Another fun fight and another very close one, but as you say, it looks like it is the MTK man, Gabe Sheehan, who is on his way to victory, but with 2 minutes still left on the clock, anything could happen here at Rise and Conquer 15.
Beautiful knees from both men.
Nice uppercut there from Herron on the inside on the clinch.
Both men in fighting hard. Herron is electing for this more of like a headlock style approach. He has used the headlock throw to create a scramble and get himself out of the position twice in this fight, but it doesn't do a whole lot to protect him from the knees and from the strikes of Sheehan.
Of course, very technical this, just one wrong movement and you could find yourself in a bad position. But again, the bout's on the floor and again it's Sheehan that's on top.
Sheehan in the smash pass position. This is a really solid ground and pound position.
Especially with 70 seconds left on the clock. And there's the strikes now from Sheehan. What would you like to see from Herron to try and get out of this?
Herron needs to be looking for his underhooks. He needs to be trying to wrestle up. He needs to be using his legs to off-balance Sheehan and then create the openings for his underhooks. Now in this position, he needs to try and get the feet on the hips and or the chest and explode, trying to get this fight back to the feet. Or if he's, there was a split second he could have spun for some kind of triangle attack, but it wasn't quite there. He keeps trying to go for these submissions off his back, but it's not doing a whole lot to deal with the bad position he's in. Again, going for this armbar. Got a little bit closer that time, but he ate a few shots for his troubles.
Just 30 seconds, sorry, just 25 seconds left here in this round. And there we go, he tries to pop it up again, and that looks close. Can't quite see from our position, but that looks like that could be close.
That looks really tight.
Not going to try and pop his way out of it, but doesn't. Is Sheehan managed to get his way out? Yes, he has. 10 seconds left to go. An all-action fight ending the exact same way it started, with great action. And we will go to the scorecards again. And what a fight that was.
Yeah, that was a scrap and a half.
He has that armbar there. We can't quite see from there how tight that was, but that drop's always a danger as well, because that could tighten the armbar, could it not?
Yeah, it could definitely tighten the armbar. I see Herron holding his neck, but obviously when you are the one applying the submission, you can be slammed. It is in some context that would be a spike, but in that context where you're the one actually going for the submission, the official language of the rules isn't this, but any slam's fair game.
Yeah.
But a fantastic fight, fought at a really high pace.
And like I say, we will go to the judges' scorecards. MC Nathan Reed seems to have the decision in his hand. We'll throw it to him now.
Hi, and ladies and gents, please put your hands together for both of our warriors inside the cage. What another war we've just witnessed. After 3 hard-fought 3-minute rounds, we got your judges' scorecard, and we have your winner by way of unanimous decision in favour of the red corner, Gabriel Sheehan.
And Gabe Sheehan takes it out.
Also, please put your hands together for your winner,
2-0.
Todd Herron.
And that was a very, very fun fight. And you can see again there what that means to Gabe Sheehan.